Bitcoin and Ethereum, what's his next move? Let's find out in the chart, shall we? Bitcoin has created what looks like clearly as a bull flag and is probably even breaking out as we speak. We're going to be talking about that and more in today's episode and how to trade it. And if you want to trade this, you can trade it at bybit.davincej15.com. And my name is Davinci Jeremy. I'm here joined with Inti Campos.
Good morning, people. How are you today?
Man, it's always an exciting day in Bitcoin. There's always something new, always something fresh, and there's always someone, right, that's hating on us, right? And our favorite person that hates on Bitcoin and our basically our industry is Peter Schiff. And we're gonna talk about one of his podcasts that he did at the end of the show, as well as after we've done the TA on Bitcoin and Ethereum, because man, that guy, he doesn't get it, even though when he talks about it, I realize that he does get it, but he just refuses to get it.
It's like, I know how it works, but I pretend I don't. And I pretend this is stupid, right?
Exactly. Man, it's so funny. Anyways, well, before we get into the charts, don't you have a few words for our audience out there?
Of course. As always, people, it's worth to remind you that this video is for entertainment purposes only, and this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any of your hard-earned money into the market. Yeah.
All right, awesome. Inti's here.
I got a throat, sorry.
That's all right. You're here to look at all the questions, right, in the comment section, right, or the people leaving in the chat. Sorry, and if they have any questions, right, we're going to be responding to those questions at the end of the show, right. So if you missed that, right, you need to be a part of that by heading over to www.pandoraswallet.com, subscribing, and being a part of it. Also, you can do that at davincej15.com as well. And if you don't want to subscribe to the Pandora's Wallet, you could also purchase the DJ15 token, right? And you could also be a part of this live stream. And if you don't have $5 to spare on the DJ15 token, then you could head over to Twitch to do so as well. Okay, with that said, let's head over to the charts. Wow. Oh man, this bull flag, right, is clearly breaking out. Now I think I have to put a trade in. I have to, right? Look at this thing. There was clear touch points, right? And let's just say this thing is breaking out right now here, and we want to go long, right? And let's see here. I want to see if we can come back into this, come back to that entry, to the break, to that what's it called? Let's see here. This would be right down here first. Okay, I want to see if we can come back to the close or the opening of this hourly candle. And so we're going to take a 1-to-1 approach on this, and then we'll let it ride. If it breaks up, I'm going to move the stop to break even. Hang on, I need to hold the control. And there. That's approximately 1-to-1. And then we're going to move this so that it's actually just 2-to-1 here. So this is where I'm going to probably take the stop loss right here. There we go. We break back in, and I'm going to walk away. So that risk to reward 1% loss. So I'm gonna go heavy on this right here, right now, live on set, right? $1 million, right? I'm gonna risk into the entry point. Let's just go back to my charts. So the entry point is 5,510. Stop loss 4,927. Okay, so let's do that. 5,510, right, is the order price. $1 million going heavy, right? We're gonna take a 5% loss. Not even that, right? It was what was it? It was four. What was the stop loss again? It was 4,949. Let's see here. 4,9 4927. No, 54927. Okay, there we go. Sorry. 54927. And there we go. That's nothing, right? Nice little nothing burger of a loss if it fails, right? So, and then we're gonna take it to the stop profits. We're gonna take profits at a little bit lower than that, right about there, 100%, and that would be that. Well, yes. Let's see if it works out. Right? See if we get a fill in the next little while. So that's your trade right now that you could take if you're watching this live. And if you missed this live, right, you need to watch it live, right, so that you don't miss these trades. Alrighty. So let's cut over to the 4 hour and let's take a look at this. You can see that this has a. If we go back, let me just undo and let's go bring in all my my what's it called, my historical. There we go. So yesterday we were telling people, hey, listen, this looks really M-y, right? You can see there's lots of M's, right? And once we broke, right, it broke down, and then now we're broken higher. So we could see at the M's, right, let me just bring it down to the lower time frame so you can see the M's a little bit clearer. Right, we showed this to my Pandora's Wallet subscriber. Right, I can show it to you here right now. If we go over to, we were showing off the M's. Hey, this is looking M's everywhere. I wasn't going to trade it downwards, but there's clearly that there's a downward pressure and we're headed down. And yep, we did definitely do that. But now we're headed back up, and it looks like we might be breaking out here. Let me just zoom out and clear up some of the fibs, right? Because there's a lot of information here, and I know that you guys are like, what? There's too much on the screen here. So let me just clear that up right now for you guys. Okay, let me see if I can get a hold of that M. Let me just go over down to the lower time frame first. Capture it. There we go. Go back to the higher time frame. And we can see here. Let's see here. So I was thinking, if this is let's just see if this is real. If we go from this breakout from this point to here, and it returned, I bet you it's the 61.8. Yep, there it is, the 61.8. We bounced off the 61.8. Beautiful. All right, so there. I wonder if I did that right. Hang on, because the magnet. I noticed that the magnet was not correct. So let me just make sure. There we go. 60. Yeah, we did bounce off the 61 point. We didn't get to the 78.6. And we could see, right, if we zoom out, right, our target is still intact for the larger W. So we're probably, if we break, and let me just get rid of these fibs because I'm not going to use them anymore, because I think they're done unless we actually roll over here. Once we break above this level here, the last high, we're pretty much assured. Okay, as you can see, Bitcoin is bounced off the 13 EMA on the 4 hour, and so we're looking to break higher once we clearly break out of this clear bull flag. All right, let's head over to Ethereum and see what's going on over there. Again, there was lots of emming out, and now we are headed higher. Let's see here. Let me just make this a little bit clearer. You can see lots of M's, and we talked about that last night, pointing that out last night in our Telegram group. And now, what do we see here? What do you see down here, NT? Can you see something down there?
Yeah,
right above my head there.
I can see a big fat W right there.
Exactly. Beautiful little cheeky W. So I think we could say that maybe this is a cleared bull flag, but I don't think so. If we go down to the hourly, you can see that this has not broken out yet, as Bitcoin has apparently looked like it's broken out. And I could be wrong, and I could lose a little bit, right? But enough. I'm happy with the risk that I'm taking, right? It's less than 5% of my total portfolio, so that's the way you play it, right? And you can see there's a little bit of a flag here, right? And if we still haven't broken out, right? But if we break higher, right, we're gonna probably break these top levels. Let's see what happens in the next little while. And if it breaks, you take the long. If it breaks down, you take the short. And then that's all there is to it, right? The short, the long takes us all the way back to the top, and the short also takes us right to, I would say, right to, if we were to break from here, right, will take us approximately down to the $1,570, $1,570 approximately. All right, so that is your options, right? You got to wait for it to break. Alrighty. Oh man, we're still waiting for Bitcoin to break and give us a direction here on the dominance. Thought for sure this week we would get some clarity on this. Actually, right now it's not. It hasn't decided. We've bounced off of the bottom here of the range here, and we're continuing to chop back and forth. I knew as from the very beginning. I said, "Hey, this is." Once we came down here, I thought, you know what? We're gonna chop up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and we have done so the whole time. And we're just gonna have to wait and be patient. But our time will come. The day will come when alts rule the land. So don't worry about that. All right. Once again, right, if you want to watch this live, right, with all the errors and all the disasters that happen, you can do so by heading over to www.pandoraswallet.com and check us out when we do this every morning at 8 o'clock Santiago time, right? So check us out there by heading over there to Pandora's Wallet. Also, you can do so, right, by going to DaVinciJ15.com and subscribing there. Also, if you don't want to subscribe, you can also purchase the DJ15 token as well, right? And you only have to buy about 0.05 to join in to this group. And yeah, you're getting a really good price for the DJ15 token. So make sure you get some before, because hey, you know what? I do take all the revenue, right, if you go into Bybit, head over to bybit.davincij15.com, take all the revenue, and I buy up the token from the revenue that I receive from Bybit, Femex, and any other revenue except for Pandora's Wallet. All right, let's talk about our first topic of today, which is Peter Schiff. Oh my gosh. Oh, the only peak insanity is his. Right, you got to check out this episode. It's like halfway through, he starts talking about NFTs, and then right, he says how it doesn't have any value. The NFTs, right, it has zero value. His NFTs, the NFTs, right, zero value because they're just digital art that anybody could copy, or digital information that anybody could copy, and so there's no point, right? Then the interesting part is that the show takes a twist, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, are you hearing what you're saying? His Twitters, right? People want to buy his tweets, right? Through an NFT application, an dApp that's available on the internet. And they're offering him for this first tweet against Bitcoin $4,000, and he wants to take that money, right? Then people are offering like $200 here, and he goes, no. I want a little bit more for that tweet, and then $1 here for this tweet, and $50 for this tweet, and he's like, no, I'm holding out for more. And he goes on about how that tweet's he talks about how which tweet's worth more than the other tweet, and he's talking about how I'd give away this tweet for a lot less, but this tweet I'd want some more. And I'm like, you're kidding me, right? You're kidding. You're telling me you don't understand this? Why this has value?
He does understand it. He knows exactly what he's talking about. He doesn't want to admit it. That's different.
Exactly. True. So true. Because like, you just finished saying it has no value, but then he's evaluating his own tweets, right? And willing to accept more money for a particular tweet than another one. And now then he goes on to say you shouldn't be buying my tweets, right at the end. And then obviously people are buying it or offering a lot of money for his tweets because a lot of them make him look foolish. And then he's selling off. He's trying to get. He's making almost like a sales pitch in this broadcast that, hey, you got to buy this tweet because it really makes me look foolish. I'm like, you've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding.
I'm pretty sure he's what is this? Trying to make a fool of us.
He's trolling us.
Yeah, literally. Because he knows. He's not stupid. He knows.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. Wow. Oh. Anyways, guys, just remember. Before I close off the show, I want to remind you guys that I've lost my Instagram account. My Instagram account is at Davinci J15. Right. I've had Instagram for quite a long time. And now it's been pulled down, and I did an emergency episode before the beginning of the show. And make sure you don't fall for the scams. There's a lot of scammers pretending to be me on Instagram, and they actually managed to take me down on Instagram and call my channel the scamming channel, the scammer one, and they possibly might have hacked me because I realized because I didn't know what my password was, and when I researched what my password was for Instagram, I realized that it was a compromised password. It was a password that's available everywhere on the internet. That if you did a search on Davinci, right, and in passwords, you'll find that password to enter my Instagram. So, that was pretty bad. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Right, it's been a great show. Hopefully you guys do well in your trades. I know. You know what? It doesn't matter which way it goes. I know that over time, that as long as you play from a position of strength, you only risk a small amount of money, right, and not get wrecked, you'll do well, right, Inti?
Yes, sir. Those are the first rules of investing. Not betting money that you can't afford to lose, and no more than 5% of your portfolio.
Yeah, and the key thing is to make sure that you're able to come back again tomorrow and play this game again. All right. Thanks for watching. Just remember, Bitcoin's real, Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Cheers.
Bye.